I've been back to Starbucks again and got a caramel coffee jelly frappuccino or something. I think these bits here are like coffee jelly. Oh, jelly's really freaking me out. So I'm up to the random questions section. I'm going to try and go through it a bit like snappier than yesterday because that was waffle central. Okay, are you a morning person or a night owl? Morning person. What are your best and worst character traits? Right, my worst, I would say, is perfectionism. And my best is really difficult to say, but I don't know, I think... No, I like to have fun. I think maybe I could be a good fun person when I'm not worrying about food and weight. What is a character trait you would like to have? I would love to be more fuck it. If your house caught fire, what would you save? So what are your prized possessions? Possession-wise, it's probably my doggy. I've got like a childhood toy called Doggy. What's your favourite quote? YOLO. Where is the best place in the UK to travel other than London? Cornwall. In a theme park, are you more of an adrenaline junkie or a teacup ride type? Actually an adrenaline junkie. Have you ever bungeed or skydived? No, and I would love to do a skydive. What's your most embarrassing moment? Which a few people asked, and I do have one, but it's really not shareable. I'll see if I can think of one that I can share. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have a brother and a sister. What was the best moment of your life? Marrying Brendan. What 5 things would you like to achieve in the next 30 years of your life? Or what would you like to do in your 30s? Quite a few people ask me this. Get a dog, move back to the UK with Bren, get a house, if we can, start a family. I guess also try and like find some kind of like internal peace and sense of purpose in my life outside of an eating disorder. To be honest, I don't have like massive ambitious goals. I don't think you need huge big goals for them to be fulfilling. Do you have a guilty pleasure? I actually love like musicals, anything you can sing along to, like The Greatest Showman, Frozen, The Lion King. Sometimes we actually just play them in the apartment and then just like dance around to The Lion King. One thing you want to do before you die? I would like to do a skydive. What did you do for your 30th and what presents do you want? We're going to go for dinner with some friends on Friday. I'm not sure what we'll do on my actual birthday. And presents wise, I've been talking to Brendan about maybe getting a keyboard. I'd friggin' love a puppy as well, but I don't think that's going to happen. What's your perfect day from start to finish? It would probably be something quite simple, like walk a dog to a pub for lunch, maybe go to the beach in the afternoon, or maybe have like a family barbecue in the evening, get some friends over, something like that. If you could have any animal as a pet, what would it be? Right, I don't know if this is talking about like any animal, like giraffes and hippos and stuff, but to be honest, I would just get a dog. I've done it again. If you could be any animal, what would you be? I'd probably be a monkey. Seems like quite a fun animal. If you had to change your name, what would you change it to? To be honest, I really love my name. Like, I love all of the abbreviations I get. Like, people call me everything from like Megalar, Megatron, Megsy, Meg, Meggles. Brendan calls me Megster. My sister calls me Meggy Moo. My dad actually used to call me Megan Ann Frying Pan. Bit weird. But if I had to change it, like, I really like the name Maisie. It's quite a cool name. Have you ever been a brunette? Yes. What's your greatest fear? Probably, to be honest, like dying, regretting how I've lived my life. Just a bit morbid. I don't know if you meant stuff like spiders. Who is a person you admire? My grandma. She's like the best woman in the world. What does family mean to you? Everything. Favourite scent of candle? I love Yankee candles. Anything like vanilla or Christmas, or actually I've got these in my car at the moment, which are vanilla lime that go in the air vents. They're amazing. Okay, I'm seriously waffling so bad. Okay, favourite Disney film? Lion King. If you had a film made of your life, who would play you and Brendan? I'd probably go for Jennifer Lawrence for me because I love her, and I don't know, Ryan Reynolds for Brendan. One thing you always do before going to bed, stroke Beyonce. She gets really needy at night, and then when she gets irritating, I like touch her feet and that makes her run away. Was Brendan your first boyfriend? No. What are you most proud of? To be honest, it's probably getting through uni without getting ill and without going back to hospital. But if I was telling an audience that wasn't an eating disorder audience that wouldn't be like, what the fuck, then I would say my mum and I cycled from London to Paris a few years ago. It was quite an achievement. A song that always makes you cry. Eva Cassidy, Fields of Gold and Songbird. Tea or coffee? Tea. Chocolate or coffee? Chocolate. Oxygen or coffee? Oxygen. What's your favourite nut? So someone's asked me this because on one of my Instagram posts recently, I posted a picture of an ice cream that I had, like rolled in nuts. And I bought Brendan's first, and as I was giving it to him, I went in front of a whole queue of people, "Oh, Bren, can I have a mouthful of your nuts?" Which actually might be one of my more embarrassing experiences, so maybe that will do for most embarrassing moment. And the people in the queue were like about our age, and they all just pissed themselves. So favourite nut, I actually don't like nuts very much, and I know I eat peanut butter a lot, but I've only started having that in January this year for the first time, and otherwise I wouldn't thank you for a nut. Favourite perfume is Chanel Chance So Fresh. Love it. Last concert I think was Kevin Bridges, although music wise it's probably the Chili Peppers. What hobbies do you have and how do you go about getting more? I wouldn't say I have loads of hobbies, but I like reading, comedy, I used to play netball. I'm quite interested in current affairs, like the news, if that's a hobby. To be honest, I definitely need to get more hobbies now that I'm like getting a bit more mental space and a bit more freedom, but I don't know, I think you just have to try new things. Like I said, I want to get a new keyboard and maybe start learning to play the piano. I've been in touch with a volunteering agency recently to see if I could start volunteering again. I don't know, it's definitely a hard one, like building yourself up and a new identity and new interests as the eating disorder's leaving you. If you could stay one age for the rest of your life, what would it be? I loved being 10 because we just made dens and I didn't have a concept of like weight and shape and size. But then as I've grown up, I've kind of loved my 20s. Like, I feel like I've started to accept myself a bit more. And like I said, I've let go of that like need to achieve all the time. I'm kind of excited to turn 30, to be honest. I feel like 30s could be fun too. And that's the end of the questions. So I'm sorry that I've made it so long and waffled so much, but hopefully you've like got to know me a little bit more. And also sorry if I didn't answer your question. Like a lot of them were duplicated, so I tried to just pick the main ones. But anything I missed, like write it in the comments or you can message me on Instagram and I can respond that way. And if people haven't seen this thing on Instagram, it's really cool. Like post a picture and write below it 20 facts about yourself and then tag someone else so that it like gets rolling, I guess. And it doesn't need to be like mind-blowing, unbelievable facts like climbing mountains and speaking 50 languages and I don't know, dancing with the Queen. What the hell? Just things that make you you. Like we don't need impressing, don't stress about it, just yeah, 20 things about you, eating disorder aside. I just think it's really nice to like learn a bit more about each other without our eating disorders and yeah, like celebrate us for us as people and not as eating disorder people. So I really hope this hasn't bored your brains out. So I'm going to drive home now and see Brendan. I think we're going to have burgers for dinner tonight and then head to the cinema, and I will try and remember to take a picture of this popcorn. And lots of love to everybody. Thank you for the questions. Happy birthday if it's your birthday, and I'll record again soon.